Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Terror. I'm your host, Daniel Aston. From the Pacific Northwest to the Great Lakes, and even down in the swamps of Louisiana, there are locals that insist if you wait around long enough in just the right area at just the right time, you will run into the local monsters. Those monsters are what is called a cryptid. A cryptid is a creature that is said to exist in the wild, but there is no scientific proof, usually a local urban legend or folklore. In this series, I'm going to go through my top 5 favorite cryptids in America. Let's get into this. At number 5, we have the Chupacabra. El Chupacabra, or translated to English meaning the goat sucker, is mostly known to roam through the great state of Texas, but overall has made its home in southwestern U.S., Mexico, and Puerto Rico. It's most commonly known to be a hairless canine type of animal with a pronounced spinal ridge, sharp fangs, and sharp claws. A less common description of the chupacabra is that it is more like a reptilian-esque small kangaroo, standing only 2 to 3 feet tall and hops around. In this description, the chupacabra has a more scaly green or gray skin with sharp spines running down its back. In some accounts, the chupacabra is even known to have bat-like wings. The chupacabra got its name because it is known to suck the blood out of small farm animals like goats and chickens, and even an occasional household pet. The chupacabra is a fairly newer cryptid, being credited for the killing of livestock starting around the 1970s. In the early 1970s, in Brownsville, Texas, a rancher finds one of his bulls dead, drained of blood. In the mid-1970s, in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas, there was a rash of mutilated cattle where every drop of blood was drained. March 11, 1995, 8 sheep were found dead in Puerto Rico. 3 puncture wounds were found on the animal's chest. In August of 1995, the chupacabra was blamed for the deaths of 150 animals in Puerto Rico. In November of 95, there were 35 chupacabra sightings in Puerto Rico, and by December of 1995, the chupacabra had been blamed for the deaths of over 1,000 animals. Shockingly enough, supposed chupacabra specimens were actually brought in for testing. They were found to be coyotes, dogs, or some other form of canine crossbreed. Their looks were due to a combination of mange and a type of mite with a name I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce. Despite the findings, chupacabras are still being cited, and there are those who believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that the chupacabra runs wild, draining the blood of unsuspecting and unfortunate livestock and pets all around Latin countries and throughout the U.S. Southwest. Thank you for joining me on my review of the chupacabra. I want to know what you think. Is it really out there terrorizing small animals? Or is it just folklore designed to scare anyone willing to listen and believe? Tell me what you think in the comments, and join me next week when I give you my number 4 pick. And tune in on Thursday when I give you my weekend movie recommendation. Until then, stay spooky.